Today's video, I want to go over a bunch of new PlayStation 4 games that have just been revealed, including a very surprising but much welcomed remaster of a great JRPG from back in the day, that being Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. That's coming to the PS4, we'll talk that. Chrystals demo is now available for PS4, Kaze and the Wild Mass adds a PS4 version, and the Mecha Strategy RPG title in Dual Gear launches in early access for PC later this month. The PlayStation 4 version will be coming in 2021. More on that in just a little bit, but how about this? Right off the bat, a major JRPG is headed to the PlayStation 4 in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. This is a game that released back on the PlayStation 2, an incredibly challenging game. Atlus has announced Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster for PlayStation 4 and Switch. It'll launch on October 29th in Japan and in spring 2021 worldwide. Nocturne HD Remaster is based on Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne Maniacs Chronicle Edition, which features Raido Kuzuhana from the Devil Summoner Raido Kuzunoha series as a replacement for Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Sorry if I'm butchering these names, I'm not too familiar with these line of games, as I am with the rest of the universe of SMT. Nevertheless, who appeared as a guest character in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne Maniacs. The remaster features improved graphics and gameplay, voiced event scenes, which can be switched on or off, normal and hard difficulty settings, plus the release of a merciful difficulty setting as free downloadable content. Now, I actually did play a little bit of Nocturne back in the day on PlayStation 2, and what I remember is I was a wee lad back in the day, and this game was incredibly challenging. I could not get through this back in, I don't remember when it was, 2005, 2006, when I originally played it on the PlayStation 2. It was just brutally difficult, but that is kind of to be expected with these games. I want to look up when this game actually came out. It came out in 2003, and then over here in the West, it came out in 2004. So I probably played it 05, 06, and I was probably, what, 10, 11 years old going back that far. So yeah, as far as my skill level was not ready for a game like Nocturne. However, these games have been aging really well, and it's a franchise that's received really well, and obviously SMT5 is in the works for the Nintendo Switch, but Nocturne is a very iconic game. Kind of stands the test of time as far as JRPGs are concerned, and now it will be coming to the PlayStation 4 in spring of 2021, October 29th over in Japan. Alright, next up we've got Chrystals demo now available for PlayStation 4. Demo for Chrystals is now available for PS4. The newly launched demo is the same demo that has been available for PC via Steam and GOG. Modus Games has put out a statement noting, today's console demo launches on Colombian Independence Day, celebrating a country that Chrystals is heavily inspired by and where it is currently being developed by Dreams Uncorporated and SYCK. Players can see the inspiration firsthand in the architecture, culture, and even character design of the game, allowing for the developers to share their culture through endemic fantasy by infusing their personal connections with Colombia into the game itself. Also part of the demo is a look at the game's Coliseum mode, in which players will work with a party member Wilhelm to take on 8 waves of battles that will increase in difficulty every round, ending in a mini boss fight and giving players a small glimpse of the full mode they'll encounter at launch. Chrystals is due out for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, PC via Steam, and GOG on November 17th. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X versions are also in development. This game's got an awesome art style, and that's really the standout feature of the game when you just initially look at it. Art style is super slick, very well presented, and hopefully it translates to the rest of the game in terms of its quality levels. Tags on Steam include adventure, RPG, action, JRPG, and single player, so this might be a game that's up a lot of your guys' alley. Alright, moving on from that, Kaze and the Wild Mass adds a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch versions. Xbox One demo will be available from July 21st to the 27th as a part of the Xbox One Summer Game Fest. Inspired by the golden age of platform games, Kaze and the Wild Mass takes players on a trip down memory lane with simple and intuitive mechanics, difficult challenges, iconic bosses, and the satisfyingly smooth platforming and speed of the game. Players will experience that classic 90s platformer vibe which many love so dearly. Besides inspiration from classics such as Donkey Kong Country 2 and Super Mario World, Kaze and the Wild Mass creates its own identity with colorful modern pixel art graphics that appeal to past and present generations. In Kaze and the Wild Mass, you journey through the Crystal Islands in 90s classic platformer style play as Kaze and save your friend Hogo from a curse that spread chaos around the island. Face enraged living vegetables by invoking the powers of the Wild Mass, pounce ferociously like a tiger, soar through the sky like an eagle, sprint fiercely like a lizard, and rule the sea like a shark. So again, this one will be out later on, but a demo will be available on Xbox One from July 21st until the 27th. And lastly, here's one game that I think looks rather cool. The Mech Strategy RPG in Dual Gear launches in early access for PC on the 29th of this month. PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch versions are coming in 2021. Noted to be a combination of 3D mech action action shooting and turn-based strategy. Dual Gear is a combination between 3D mech action shooting and turn-based strategy inspired by the various classical Japanese mech games with brand new features that go beyond the traditional retro mech games. Dual Gear engages the player to pilot their mechs with real-time action shooting while experiencing in the high pressure of tactical turn-based layers. Experience mech-based action shooting in combat mode. Control your ordering unit in real time with multiple types of weapons. SMGs, missiles, and melee devices are available to you. Be careful, the aggressive real-time enemies are waiting to blow out your mechs at every turn. Start training the test drive before the mission. Manage the team with turn-based layers. Do it through the extremely high-angle map called Tactical View before selecting the chosen unit to roll out. Observe your contact zone and make efficient managements in turn-based combat style. Story-driven with unique characters like an RPG, gain more XP and WXP from the story mode to unlock new skills and more levels. The first act will be available at the launch of the Steam Early Access version, and more will become available through the Early Access updates. And again, the PlayStation 4 version will ultimately be released later on in 2021. Graphically, the game looks quite good, and I do like the presentation style of the game. And I've always said when talking about mech games, we need more quality mech titles on the market. Zone of the Enders has gone to the wayside. Yes, Daemon X Machina was pretty good, but we need these at more of a consistent rate, and something like Dual Gear does look rather good, and I'm at least gonna give it the opportunity to win me over. So we'll see how that turns out. July 29th in Early Access 2021 for all other platforms. But that's gonna conclude this video. Again, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne is getting an HD remaster. Really cool to see that. However, not for the faint of heart. That is an incredibly challenging game, and one that is going to annoy a lot of people. However, a very rewarding game if all is to be believed. Chrystals has gotten a demo now available for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Kaze and the Wild Mass adds PS4, Xbox One, and Switch versions, and Mech Strategy RPG Dual Gear launches in Early Access for PC on the 29th. PS4, X1, and Switch versions will follow up in 2021. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.